Okay, so when I reach out to Kristen. Four items on the agenda today, and I will give an update on a fifth item at the end of these. So the first thing on the list is the cobble berm progress. What we have currently is three priority areas. Priority area one is the east end of the berm that we are adding cobble and extending it. Priority area two is the west end of the berm. We're most of the way done with that at this point. After this set of storms, though, we'll go back out and I'm sure have to do some repairs for that. Priority area two is the middle of the berm where our access path is. So those are the three priority areas for this winter's work. And we have I'm happy to announce, we've been awarded a $350,000, thank you, Tim, for working on that, Department of Commerce grant for that to cover the $350,000 worth of work this winter. And if our costs exceed that, I think that we'd be able to look for other funding from like maybe the Grays Harbor Emergency. Hannah sent an email out this morning, and so we'll just keep looking for more funds for emergency work on that berm. And then Mott McDonald, who is our engineer for the berm, is continuing to use the plans that they gave us for this winter's emergency work to include that work into next year's big longer term solution berm down there, so that what we've put in, we don't have to take out. That has always been part of the plan, so that even though we've worked on it 2 years in a row, then it will continue from what it was.
All right, good job, Tim. Thank you.
Okay. Next item is an update on the Ocean Shores Medical Clinic, which is super exciting. Council did award the remaining ARPA funds to be used towards the medical clinic at the last meeting, which is awesome. And we haven't reviewed yet, the proposal for the architect to do the work on the drawings and plans going forward for the next steps.
Bid documents.
For finals, all the bid documents, construction documents. So we have that to work on going forward, and the mayor and I will get together and discuss this with a fine-tooth comb to make sure everything we need is on it, and potentially things that are on here that we may not need we'll take out. So that's the update on the medical clinic. The 3 million gallon water tank interior coating project has been put on hold. We determined through contractors that we're reaching out with bid questions that if they're doing the cleaning and welding on the interior lid of the surface or interior lid of the reservoir, it's going to create the necessity for exterior repairs and coating on the lid. It's so expensive to mobilize and do an exterior coating on that metal reservoir. It's the only one we have that's metal, that it just makes sense to hold off and do it all in one project. And then they also, Gray and Osborne, came back and said that the estimate that they provided was too low and they made a mistake. So we didn't actually have a estimate $600,000 below the budget, which was heartbreaking. And we're looking at it costing so much now to do interior and exterior repairs that it may be less expensive to buy a new 3 million gallon reservoir. So I'm going to look into that as well. It's just a good example of sometimes it's more expensive to repair something that's old than it is to buy new. So we'll look into that. And there's also potentially infrastructure grants, whichever way we go, whether it be for repairs or new. Those are available. So Tim is starting to look into those. And fourth project update today is the golf course bridge force main. There's a sewer force main that runs under the golf course bridge right over here on Point Brown, and it's needing to be replaced. So we are going to start that construction on Monday. Russ Construction was low bid on that project. It's the first project we've worked with them. They've been great to work with so far. So I'm happy to say, looking forward to seeing their actual work on the bridge. And the project is expected to take 30 days. The sewer station will be down for 2 days, and Public Works wastewater collections will have the Vector truck to support it so that it actually won't be down. It just won't be running through. The Vector truck will be supporting it so that it can still be functional during that time. And then my final update is that the police department did sweeps today of the homeless encampments in the dunes, and Public Works crew, the street department, they took 13 loads from the loader out today. And they have another day, possibly 2 out there to remove items. They'll be going on the other beach approach, or I guess they'll be going to the left side of Chance Alamar tomorrow, because they finished to the right, south end. Yep, south is left. And what they have a tricky area to get to on Damon. So that's the one that's going to take them the longest. Off of Damon, there's an area that's going to be tough to get to. And there's really heavy items there, I guess, that they're going to have to drag out. So I'm not sure if they're doing Damon tomorrow and the other on Monday or vice versa, but I'm expecting probably another 1.5 to 2 days out there.
Refrigerators, stoves.
Oh, the full setup, yeah. So.
Get all that out there.
How many loads did you say they took out of there today?
13.
Oh my gosh.
So we found them, Allison.
That's nothing.
Yeah, nothing. Allison, we found those. I asked the fire department to fly the drone.
Yeah.
And that's how we found them, and gave them a warning last week that we were going to clean it up. And so we're cleaning it up.
Wow. That's great. I am shocked there was so many people out there. I had no clue.
They were well hidden. You wouldn't have seen them without the drone footage.
Wow. Sure. Holy cow.
But that's all I've got. Any questions from council or the mayor about any other?
I have
questions.
Yeah.
When do you think you'll find out about the reservoir, the 3 million gallon tank?
As far as repairs versus purchasing, I should probably be able to get a cost for what it would be to replace in the next couple weeks. I would say mid to end December. And I did talk to Gray and Osborne too. I said, okay, this project was pushed off before I even came to the city. What are we looking at? Are we potentially going to have a catastrophic failure? And he said, not because of the coating. You're fine to hold off on that.
Okay. So end of December, we'll probably need to make a decision.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bring the council for a decision.
Yeah. And we talked about, with Gray and Osborne, I talked to them about, like, we'd roll over the funds, the 1.875 that we have now for the interior coating, roll that over and save it for when we do the bigger project. And he said we'd be okay to go into 27. So we could potentially, budget in 25, 26, a little bit more if we needed it for construction in 27, and or budget some for 27 too. So.
Okay. So we may need to dip into that reserve for our utility reserve fund.
It's possible. We have to wait and see.
Okay.
Nice job on the grant.
Thank you. Wasn't just me. There were others involved, but thank you.
I got nothing.
I got nothing.
Okay.
That's it.
Thanks, everybody.
Good job, Public Works. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.